Your cat may be changing your backyard more than you think. Not by chasing birds every day, not even by catching them. Sometimes the simple presence of a cat near a feeder, under a shrub, or along a fence is enough to change how backyard birds behave. To you, the cat may look calm. It may be sitting quietly in the sun, walking along the grass, or resting under a chair like nothing is happening. But to a bird, that same cat is not just a pet. It is a predator-shaped signal. And birds are built to take that signal seriously. This is where many people misunderstand backyard bird behavior. They think birds leave because the feeder is empty, the seed is wrong, or the weather has changed. But sometimes the real reason is moving silently below the feeder. A bird does not need to see an attack to understand risk. It reads posture. It reads stillness. It reads low movement near the ground. It reads eyes, direction, hiding places, repeated patterns, and the location of escape routes. A cat waiting near a feeder can turn that feeder from a food source into a danger zone. This does not mean cats are evil. Cats are animals following their instincts. Many are loved pets, calm companions, and part of the family. But in the mind of a wild bird, a cat outside is not a friend. It is a hunting animal in the same space where the bird must land, eat, drink, and survive. The problem is not only what a cat does. The problem is what a cat makes birds expect. If a cat sits under the feeder every morning, birds may begin to avoid that feeder long before the cat moves. If a cat hides near the shrubs, birds may stop trusting the cover they once used for safety. If a cat walks the same fence every day, that fence becomes part of the bird's danger map. The yard has not changed for you, but it has changed for them. Backyard birds live by prediction. They do not wait for danger to become obvious. Waiting too long can cost them everything, so they react to small clues. A tail flicking near the grass, a shape half hidden under a bush, a sudden crouch, a quiet movement near the feeder. These signals may look harmless to us, but to a bird they can mean, leave now. This is why birds may suddenly become more nervous in a yard where a cat is present. They may land for only a second and fly away. They may feed less. They may call more. They may stay higher in the trees. They may avoid the ground completely. They may stop using a birdbath if the area around it feels too exposed. Even a full feeder cannot fix that. Food is attractive, but safety comes first. A bird that feels watched from below will not relax just because seed is available. In fact, a feeder can become more dangerous when it pulls birds into a predictable place where a cat knows they will gather. This is one of the hidden risks of backyard feeding. Feeders create routine. Birds learn the routine, but predators can learn it too. If birds come to the same spot every morning, and a cat learns that pattern, the feeder becomes more than a feeding station. It becomes a place where risk and reward meet. The same applies to bird baths. Fresh water can help birds, especially in warm weather. But a bird bath placed low, exposed, and near hiding cover can become risky if a cat has easy access. Birds need to see around them. They need a quick way to leave. They need distance from places where a predator can wait unseen. Many people say, "My cat is well fed. It does not need to hunt." But hunger is not the only reason cats stalk. Hunting behavior can appear even in cats that are fed at home. This is why birds do not evaluate a cat's food bowl. They evaluate the cat's body, movement, and position. And the impact of outdoor cats is not just a personal backyard issue. Cornell Lab of Ornithology reports that cats are estimated to kill 1.3 to 4 billion birds each year in the United States alone, with most of those kills attributed to feral or unowned cats. A Nature Communications study estimated the same range for birds killed annually by free-ranging domestic cats in the United States. All about birds. But this video is not about blaming cat owners. It is about understanding the signal birds are reading. If you love cats and birds, the goal is not to hate one to protect the other. The goal is to design your yard so your cat is safe, and birds are not forced into danger. The safest option for birds is keeping cats indoors or giving them protected outdoor access, such as a catio or supervised leash time. Cornell Lab lists keeping cats indoors as one of its recommended actions to help birds, and also notes enclosed outdoor spaces as a way to keep cats and birds safer. Birds, Cornell Lab of Ornithology. If your cat goes outside, think carefully about the bird areas in your yard. Do not place feeders where a cat can hide directly below them. Avoid placing bird baths low to the ground beside thick cover. Keep feeding stations away from fences, chairs, low walls, and shrubs where a cat can wait unseen. Give birds high escape branches and clear sightlines. Also watch the birds themselves. Their behavior will tell you if the yard feels unsafe. If they keep looking downward, if they avoid landing, if they scatter suddenly without an obvious reason, or if they stop using one feeding area, something in the environment may be sending a danger signal. A good bird-friendly yard is not just full of food. It is designed with risk in mind. Birds need places to perch, places to escape, and enough visibility to detect danger before they land. If the yard gives them food but removes their ability to watch and escape, the yard is asking them to take a risk. Your cat may be peaceful inside your home, but outside, near a feeder, it changes the meaning of the space. It changes where birds land. It changes how long they stay. It changes whether they trust the shrubs, the ground, the fence, and the water. And that is the real cat effect. It is not only about the chase, it is about the way one predator-shaped presence rewrites the entire yard for every bird that enters it. So before you wonder why birds stopped visiting, look lower. Look under the feeder. Look beside the shrubs. Look along the fence. Look at the quiet places where a cat could wait. The birds may already know. If you want to understand the hidden signals behind backyard bird behavior, subscribe to BirdMind Signals. And tell me in the comments, have you ever noticed birds changing their behavior when a cat enters the yard?